Hello, this is Brett from SurvivalComms, and today we're in Macon, Georgia, and this is the site of defunct shortwave broadcaster WWBS. This antenna is certainly interesting, and it appears to be a homebrew 4-element balanced feed Yagi. So let's talk about it. This station was constructed and operated by a Charles Josie K4LNL and his wife Joanne Josie K4LHO, and was a 50 kilowatt AM station operating in the 25-meter broadcast band. There is a link in the video description for reference. Now let's talk about the antenna system. Let's talk dimensions of this antenna. Now the following are my estimations from ground level, of course. Now let's say the antenna was cut for 12 megahertz. The length of the director will be close to 39 feet long, and using this as a gauge, our boom length would be close to 50 feet long, and the two non-conductive booms would seem to be made of 6-inch PVC that are separated from one another by a dimension of 2 feet. The high point of the rotating structure is the apex anchor of the support guys, and there are 2 anchors for the support guys, as shown here on the boom. Now we look at the feed line itself, which, like the antenna, appears to be homebrewed. It looks like the feed line spreaders are PVC, and the 3 support insulators for the feed line are PVC loops. I'm not sure the gauge of the feed line conductor, but I'm guessing it is a number 4. The use of balanced feed allows this antenna to be broader banded and rotate to a degree. I do not believe the antenna is designed for full rotation. The tower itself is self-supporting, constructed of through-bolted galvanized steel L-channel. The antenna was reported to be at a height of 140 feet above ground level. This is about as good of an image I have of what I feel to be the feed point. The feed line does not seem to be tied to the antenna any longer. There are 2 projections facing inward circled that are lined up with the top feed line support where the feed point or where a transformer may have been. Not knowing exactly how this antenna was fed means that it is within the realm of possibility that we could be looking at a narrow band long periodic dipole array, but that would require the individual quarter wave portions of each dipole element to be insulated from one another by the use of non-conductive materials and mounting to the boom structure. Then it would be fed through a common conductor within the boom. I do not think this is the case personally due to the size of the element mounting system employed. The use of non-conductive materials would require a larger element fixture. I did want to make note of it for the viewer as a possibility, however. The entire antenna structure appears to have been constructed and secured upon at least 2 steel I-beams laid atop and secured to the walls of our building, which is an early 20th century 3-story commercial building of type 3 construction with brick exterior walls. The I-beams are also secured in guide as shown here. I could only visualize this side of the structure, which is side D, and could not see side B or the roof to provide further insight. With Google Maps satellite layer, we were able to get an image of the antenna support structure from above. Note, there is a very pronounced shadow on the support structure in this image, and the ends of this structure where it rests on the parapet wall are marked with circles. You can see that both I-beams running from side B to side D are connected together with what appears to be the same dimension I-beams in at least 2 places besides the points of contact with the parapet wall. I am glad I had the opportunity to see this antenna and share it with you. If you know more about WWBS or this antenna, please share what you know in the comments. This is Brett from SurvivalComms. Until next time.